This video has been sponsored by Current. Stick around to the end to learn more and find out how you could possibly be receiving $500 from yours truly. Hello everyone and welcome back to my second channel. This is my second channel where I like to get a little bit goofier and wackier and drink a little bit of LaCroix. Today I got a nice limoncello. And let's just jump into it. So I've been seeing a bunch of discourse lately about millennials versus Gen Z. It seems like there's like this big feud between the two generations. I keep seeing TikToks from Gen Z people making fun of millennials for like wearing skinny jeans and talking about Harry Potter too much. And you know what? That's fair. Honestly, my whole life I've considered myself a millennial, and I have worn skinny jeans. And I probably will continue to wear them, honestly. Jeans that are just a little bit too tight for my sweet little legs. But I'm not even sure if I am a millennial, because like every website that I look at has a different definition of where millennial ends and where Gen Z starts. So I don't even know whose side I'm supposed to be on here. I feel like sometimes I agree with the Gen Zs, like, yeah, that's fucking lame. Millennials, you do talk about Harry Potter too much. But then sometimes I agree with millennials. I only agree with millennials when I see a Gen Z talking about something that I do and I'm like, hey, okay, hold up. You can make fun of them for talking about how much they love coffee and saying awkward too much, but you can't. The second you start coming for me, that's where we have an issue. That's when I become a millennial, I guess. So I really want to figure out whose side I'm actually supposed to be on here. So I actually Googled BuzzFeed Millennial Gen Z quiz, which is actually probably the most millennial thing that I could Google. I was like, shoot, we gotta get to the bottom of this, guys. We gotta look on BuzzFeed, the most reliable source of information. And I found this quiz, so I want to do that. But actually, I think maybe the best thing to do first is just to Google what a millennial is, because I want to make sure that I'm not like way off and I am somewhere in the middle, in the transition period. What are the birth year for millennials? Gen Y or millennials? Oh, I didn't realize that. We come before Gen Z, so that makes us Gen Y. That kind of makes a lot of sense. Wait, but what's gonna happen after Gen Z then? They're gonna run out of letters. Gen ZZ? That's gonna be one sleepy generation, dude. Okay, Gen Y or millennials were born between 1981 and 1994/6. They're currently between 25 to 40 years old. Okay, so I fall in that range. I was born in 1994, so according to this, I'm either right on the border or 2 years away from the border. They couldn't decide where the border was. Okay, over here it says end date is for sure 1996, so then I would definitely be a millennial. So maybe that answers our question. Maybe I don't have to do the quizzes now, actually. All right, that's the end of the video. Bye. This quiz that I found is specifically for, I think, people who fall right on the edge of millennial and Gen Z. It's called Hey Cuspers. It's time to figure out your generation once and for all. I feel like this quiz was honestly made for me. I want to figure out if I'm a Gen Z or a millennial. And if anyone's gonna be able to do it, I think it's BuzzFeed. First off, is that what we're gonna call people who are right on the edge? Cuspers? Sounds like custard. Yo, are you a Gen Z or a millennial? No, neither, dude. I'm custard. I'm a creamy little custard boy. So we've all heard about Gen Z calling out millennials for being uncool, and the older generation fighting back. But if you're a cusper, you might be feeling a little conflicted. You know what? I am feeling a little bit conflicted. Luckily, this quiz will sort you into the right generation, so you'll know which side to take. Wait, I want to see what do they have an article about Gen Z calling out millennials? I actually want to look at that. 18 things that millennials do that are no longer cool according to Gen Z. Number 1, wearing your hair in a side part. Number 2, wearing skinny jeans. Okay, I do own some slim-fitting jeans, I'll admit. Using the laugh emoji. Okay, so here's the thing, is that I do use the laugh emoji, but I feel like I use it ironically. Is that okay? I use it when I'm saying something that's really dumb, not when I'm like laughing at someone else's joke. It's hard to explain. I feel like I don't use it how an old person would use it. Is that okay? Showing off your Hogwarts houses. Okay, that's something that I've never done, so that's good. Oh, when you hear JoJo, who do you think of? JoJo Siwa or this JoJo? I actually don't know who this JoJo is. Is JoJo someone from The Bachelor? Is that her? Am I making that up? JoJo Bachelor. Is this her? Is that even the same person? Well, I don't know who that is anyway. I thought of JoJo Siwa. Do you remember writing on videotapes with Sharpies? Like, not explicitly. I'm sure I must have done that at some point. No, I don't think I did. I mean, like, if I had a VHS and I was too young to be writing on VHSs. I probably didn't even know how to write by the time we started using DVDs instead of VHSs, so I'm gonna say no. Oh, what do you think of when you hear the words TikTok? Okay, obviously I think of the app. Who thinks of the Kesha song now? That song is like 10 years old. I feel like even if you're a 30-year-old millennial, I mean, people are talking about the app TikTok way more than the TikTok song now. So why would you be thinking of the song? I'm picking the app. Did you ever rank your top 8 on MySpace? Oh, shit. Okay. This might be a millennial moment. I did have a MySpace. I don't remember if I did top 8. The only thing I remember about my MySpace is the profile picture that I had on it. I remember thinking my hair looked really cool at the time because it was like dirty blonde and it was like flipping out on the sides, you know? It was really long. And I remember thinking it looked really cool. I think I wanted to look like the dude from the movie Hoot. Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah, this guy. I wanted to look like this guy. So just picture my profile picture being this on MySpace. That's what I looked like. But I don't think I did top 8, but I'm gonna say yes just to be safe because I did have a MySpace. When you think of Ice Cube's acting, which movie comes to mind? Friday or Are We There Yet? I don't think I know what Friday is, so I'm gonna pick Are We There Yet? Did you grow up watching Hannah Montana or The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody? Yeah, I did. Which jeans do you prefer? Honestly, between these two, it's kind of a toss-up. I don't really know. I think they both look nice. And I definitely know which answer I'm supposed to pick for each generation. I think that's pretty obvious. You know, I'm just gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna click around the page until it clicks on one, because it's really a toss-up. I don't have any preference. Did I click on one? Whoa, what happened? I clicked on an ad. I don't want this. What did I do? Oh, now I gotta go back. Do I have to do this all again? Oh, shit. I shouldn't have done that. Now I gotta do the whole quiz over again. Okay, hold on. Okay, I gotta keep my mouse just right in here. And I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna click. I didn't do anything. I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna click. It picked one. Which one did I pick? I picked loose jeans. Okay. Was your first cell phone a flip phone? This one I feel like I'm gonna be going in the Gen Z category, but for the wrong reason. Because my first phone wasn't a flip phone. My second phone was a flip phone. My first phone was one of those like Nokia brick phones that just looks like a rectangle. Before I had a flip phone, I had one of those. So I feel like by clicking no, it's gonna think that my first phone was like an iPhone or something, but really it was just before I even had a flip phone, I had a different type of phone. The flip phone I had was a Razr, a Motorola Razr, which was pretty tight. I honestly miss that phone. That thing was sweet. So I'll be honest and I'll just click no, but I feel like that's a ill-conceived question. When you hear the word Millie, who do you think of? When I hear the word Millie, Millie Bobby Brown or a Millie by Lil Wayne? I wish the two answers weren't right there, because now I'm thinking of both of those equally. I didn't get a chance to just react to it by myself. Millie! I'm trying to just think of whatever pops into my head first. Millie! It's the song. It's probably the song. A Millie by Lil Wayne. Did you memorize your friend's phone number so you could do 3-way calls on your landline? I mean, like, I think I still know some of my friends' parents' phone numbers from calling them. I wasn't really a big 3-way call guy. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that landlines used to exist and people don't really have them anymore. Like, I don't think I'll ever have a landline, because why would I want that? Did you memorize your friends' phone numbers? I'm gonna say yes. I did memorize my friend's phone numbers. When you hear the name Harry, who comes to mind? I'm gonna say Harry Styles, but that might just be because I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, and Harry Styles is a little more relevant than Harry Potter anyway. Sorry, Harry. The boy who lived? More like the boy whose career died. You're irrelevant, bro. Did you grow up watching MTV shows like Next, Date My Mom, and Room Raiders? Date My Mom? Wait, is that a real show? I mean, the answer's no. The answer to this is no, but hold on. Now I gotta look up the show Date My Mom. Date My Mom, 2004 reality series. Okay, so it was from 2004 to 2006. I was not allowed to watch MTV during 2004 and 2006. I was not old enough for MTV. Date My Mom is a television dating show airing on MTV. An 18 to 24-year-old heterosexual male, gay male, or lesbian female goes on 3 separate dates with 3 moms who try to convince them to pick their son or daughter. Oh, so you're not actually trying to get with the mom, you're trying to feel out the vibe of their child by dating her. Huh, interesting. Okay, that's weird. Well, I didn't watch that. They should make this again, but you actually are trying to get with the mom. And finally, which hair parting do you prefer? We got middle parts and we got side parts. Uh-oh. I don't know. I feel like they both look good. You know what? For the other one that was a toss-up, I picked the clear Gen Z answer. So for this one, I'll pick the clear millennial answer. I'll pick side parts. Oh! Whoa, dude. Gen Z. Holy cow. Interesting. Very interesting. Gen Z, huh? Going into this quiz, I was not expecting to get Gen Z. I'm almost positive I am a millennial. I fall in the millennial thing. I think I might just have immature taste in things. Immature in the most literal sense. I'm not trying to add a negative connotation to that. I just mean like, I have the taste that young people have, maybe. Which is, maybe is kind of cool right now. I feel like when I get older, that will be less cool. Like if I keep having the young generation's taste in things by the time it's like 2040, and I'm, what, 45 years old, but I'll be identifying with Gen ZZZ, and I'll be like rocking out to their space music, and my kids will be like, Grandpa, why do we call you Grandpa if you're our dad? And also, get your own music, dude. Go listen to Lil Peep and Lil Pump. I feel like cool people nowadays, or at least maybe in my generation, I don't know if this is a Gen Z thing or a millennial thing, but like, I feel like my age growing up, sort of like the hipster kids would listen to the Beatles. I wonder who that will be when like we're old. I wonder who my generation's cool hip kids will listen to. Like, will they be like listening to Lil Pump and be like, damn, they really don't make music like this anymore. All the music these days is made by robots and it just goes beep boop, beep boop. Okay, let's read the description. Gen Z, you care deeply about the environment, you view society through a morally conscious lens, and you hope to leave this world a better place than you found it. Shit, speak for yourself, dude. I'm trying to make this world awful. I'm taking every chance I get to make this place a piece of shit. This is either the description of Gen Z or Boy Scouts. I remember when I was in a Boy Scout, every time we would... I just said in a Boy Scout, I meant in Boy Scouts. I remember when I was in a Boy Scout, every time we would leave a campsite, we would have to walk around and pick up trash to make sure that we left it a better place than we found it. So, maybe Boy Scouts were the original Gen Z. You might spend a bit too much time on your phone. I do. But you also know how to harness the power of technology for good. Yo, that last part is honestly kind of true. I do know how to harness the power of technology for good. Like, for example, I just spent like 2 weeks making a song about wanting to fuck a Minecraft creeper with Curtis. Technology, man. We wouldn't have been able to do that 30 years ago. Okay, I kind of feel like I know whose side I'm supposed to be on now. I'm a regular Gen Zer. Okay, let's do another quiz just to make sure, actually. So this one just says, if you've done more than 30 of these things, you're a zillennial. This is just figuring out if I'm on the cusp. So this is gonna tell me if I'm a cusper, which I obviously am. Okay, check off everything that applies to you. You identified as a 90s kid growing up because technically you were alive in them. Yes, I was a kid in the 90s, so I was a 90s kid. You enjoyed the best of 90s snacks and 2000 snacks. What's the difference? What does Scooby-Doo fruit snacks count as? Because whatever those were, those slapped. I'm trying to think of what like a 90s snack would be. Like pizza rolls or something? Pop-Tarts? Okay, I'll say both, sure. You knew the ultimate outfit was from Justice or Limited 2. Okay, I didn't shop at those places, so I'm not gonna check it. You've watched some 90s shows like Rugrats and all that. I did watch Rugrats. I never watched all that though. But you saw older shows like Full House mostly through reruns. Yes. Oh my god, dude. I'm checking like everything on this list. I'm a straight up cusper. Fell asleep on the couch in the middle of the night watching George Lopez. Oh, dude. It is kind of weird how universal all of these experiences are. Just because you were born like anywhere in a 5-year time span, you just immediately have so much in common with like everybody. But I guess it's also not very surprising because of how much our society revolves around TV, and most of these questions are just about TV. These nationally broadcasted shows that literally millions of people, if not tens of millions of people watch. I guess it's not that surprising. Your emo phase happened in middle school, not high school. Oh shoot. Dude, I did go through a little smidgen of an emo phase. And you know what? I did go through, it was middle school. It was, yeah. I had one of those, have you ever seen one of those beanies with a brim? A beanie with a brim, like a tiny little brim? I thought I was the coolest guy in my whole school when I bought one of those. It had kind of like a skater emo vibe to it, and I had that, and I also had Heelys, and I thought I was pretty darn cool. You remember when unlimited texting wasn't the norm? Yes. Your main medium for art was kid pics, dude! Oh, I forgot about KidPix. Did y'all fuck with KidPix or what? KidPix was like a program on the computer, which is sort of like Microsoft Paint, but like a fun version that had all these cool brushes and tools. And you could put little stamps down, and you could, oh dude, this is, whoa, this is bringing back really deep memories of making the circles. Okay, this is a millennial moment right here, guys. I know my millennials in the comments are gonna fuck with the KidPix nostalgia. You played a lot of Club Penguin. Yes, I did. You watched the cringy millennial versus Gen Z fight online and just quietly minded your own business because you don't really want to claim either. I guess so. Sure, I'll check that. All right, show me my results. You're a zillennial. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Okay, this quiz is called If You've Done More Than 30 of These Things, You're a Zillennial. I didn't check more than 30 of these things. I checked 28, and my result was, you're a Zillennial! You're definitely a millennial Gen Z cusper. I feel like I'm not. I feel like that this goes against the whole title of the quiz. You were born in the late 90s or very early 2000s. I wasn't. I was born... I was born in the mid-90s. This quiz is straight up wrong. You're also probably not too sure where the heck we fit in right now, but at least we're all confused together. I feel like you're more confused than me. You made this whole quiz wrong. Okay, well, you know what I think I learned from this? I think that I am a millennial, technically, in the year that I was born, but I think that, like, because I'm on YouTube so much and TikTok, I sort of understand maybe a little bit more Gen Z stuff than most millennials do. I think that's what I'll say. Okay, well, that was fun, but now it's time to talk about our sponsor. This video has been sponsored by Current, aka the future of banking, and today they are actually going to be helping me give back to you guys. Current, if you did not know, is a mobile bank. They're a real bank with a Visa debit card. This is my card. And a really cool thing about them is they told me for this sponsorship, they specifically want to help me give you guys money. So they're giving me $5,000 to give to you guys on Current. So I'm gonna be splitting it up between 10 people. That way each person will get like $500. So if you sign up for Current and request me $500, my username on Current is just Danny Gonzalez, I will be accepting 10 of those requests. So yeah, should be fun. Request money from me. I will pay you money. Honestly, it's a really great service too. They've got, I mean, just as many features as like your traditional old person's bank. It works with Apple Pay, Google Pay, Cash App, Venmo, and signing up is free, and they ship you your card for free. So really no reason not to. There's a chance that you could win $500. So if you want to sign up, go to current.com/Danny, and again, if you want $500, then you can request it from me. My username on there is Danny Gonzalez. So thank you to Current for doing this, and thank you to you guys for checking out Current. Obviously, it helps me out when you guys check out my sponsors, and it's also gonna help you out because Current is an amazing service, and also, you could win money. So no reason not to. I forgot to record anything after the ad read, like an outro. But I also don't usually do outros on this channel. Did you guys like the video? Bye. Hello! Welcome back to my second channel. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so happy that you're back here at my second channel. If you just stumbled upon this video and you thought it was on my main channel, it's not. This is my second channel. This is where we like to get a little bit goofier. So if you're just finding this channel for the first time, go ahead and subscribe and just see what happens. The last video I posted did really well. I think it has like 800,000 views, which is pretty good for a second channel. So we're gonna keep that going with another garbage video today. I don't think I've ever made a video about the obscene amount of doppelgangers that I seem to have. It seems like every day someone tweets me a picture of someone that they say looks like me, and usually it's just a picture of a person with a big nose that looks nothing like me, but sometimes I get tweeted pictures of people that look eerily similar to me, and it's gotten to a point where I now have like a huge thread on Twitter. Every time I get one that I think is pretty good, I add it to this thread, and even though I have that thread on Twitter, I've never actually made a video about it, and I've never actually ranked them. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I've seen a lot of videos of people doing like tier lists of different things, so I thought it would be kind of fun to do a tier list of this next one. I think this one is pretty good. In fact, when I tweeted this, a lot of people were like, that's just you when you were younger. This looks more like me now than it looks like me when I was younger, but I still think it's pretty good. I feel like this is a C tier also. Yeah. C tier. This one's a good one. This is someone's history textbook. This dude, Carlos, he sent this to me on Instagram. This is Lord Byron, presumably royalty of some sort. I think he looks a lot like me. Like, if you don't show the hair at all, I think that looks pretty similar to me. And I'll be real, I like the fact that he's like royalty, or at least his name is Lord Byron. I'm gonna put that in A tier, actually. I quite like me some Lord Byron. Okay, so yeah, this one is not so good. This is a picture of a woman. Okay, this woman's got like, she's got the brown hair, she's got maybe the eyes and the nose, and maybe the lips, and I'm realizing I'm describing the whole face. I don't know, there's just something about it, like everything is just a little bit off, which makes the whole thing a lot off. It was good enough to go in the doppelgangers list, but I don't really think it's like that good. So she is gonna go, oops. I squished her. How did it? Okay. I'll just squish her down this way. She's gonna go in D tier. Maybe even E tier. Uh-oh, what's coming up next? It's another woman. It's kind of interesting to see like where these come from, like where people find these. This one is like, it's like a poster for a military school. Yeah, West Point. I'm pretty sure that's a military school. So the face we're looking at is right here, if you couldn't tell. And as much as I hate to admit it, I think that this looks a lot like me. I think her face is a little bit more round, but like if you just look at like the eyes and the nose and the lips, it is concerning how much this looks like me. So like, am I upset that it's a woman? Yes. But am I still going to put her in B tier? Yeah. I am. She's gonna get squished right into B tier. Okay, this one I'm not really sure what this is. It's from some Instagram account. Someone clearly sent this to me. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like me, kind of, but it also looks a little bit too old to be me. And we all know that I will never look old because I've looked 12 for my entire life. I'm gonna toss this bad boy into C tier. There he goes. He's going sideways. I don't know. I don't think this one's that great. For one, my hair is not even that dark, I don't think. Maybe it is it? No, I don't think it's quite that dark. You know what's weird is my hair used to be blonde, and sometimes I still think that my hair is blonde when it's very clearly like pretty dark brown. And so I say like, no, I've got blonde hair, and then I remember that I don't. I'm gonna put this in D tier. I don't think this looks like me. This looks like it came from an old yearbook or something. It is very blue. I don't know why the whole picture is blue. Maybe this was taken like in between when they invented black and white pictures and when they invented color pictures. Like they just had one color at one time and it was blue. I don't think that's true. I would say this face looks pretty similar to mine. Like if I made this face, like this squinting face, yeah, I could see this. I'm gonna put it in A tier, honestly. Bam, 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 bam. It's another lady. And if I'm being honest, I think that this looks a lot like me. And I also think that this lady is really pretty. So I don't know how to feel about that. I think this could go in like A or B tier. Maybe B tier. It's not quite A tier. Is it conceited of me to think that this woman who happens to look a lot like me is really pretty? Yeah, probably is conceited. She's gonna go in the B tier. I considered putting it in the A tier, but I don't like how confused it makes me, so I'm putting it in the B tier. Okay, this is a picture from some TV show or movie, I think. I've gotten this sent to me a lot, so it must be from something fairly popular, and I think that the amount of times it's been sent to me speaks to how much it looks like me. This really does look like it could have been me when I was younger. In fact, I did kind of look like this when I was younger, because I kind of went with the long hair. And if you didn't know what I looked like when I was younger, this could easily pass as me. Like, I would almost put it in S tier, honestly, but it doesn't look like me now, so I'm gonna put it in A tier. It could go in S, but it's too young of a face to be your boy Young Face. Next up, we got this headphone ad that was, I believe, in the London subway. I can understand why people think this looks like me, but when you look close up, it actually doesn't look anything like me. And it's also like a pretty small picture of a face. I think it's just sort of like a nondescript white dude with brown hair, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of other nondescript white dudes with brown hair also got people sending them this picture. To be quite honest, this has got to go in the F tier. I don't like putting things in F tier. I especially don't like the fact that there are a lot of women that are higher up on the tier list than this, but you know what? Sometimes we gotta make the tough calls. Okay, this is a fun one. This is a fun one because this actually was not sent to me. I actually found this. This picture is at a bar called Muldoon's, which recently closed. It doesn't exist anymore, but it was in the town that I grew up in, and I thought this guy looked kind of like me. And I think I might have been a little bit tipsy at the time because he kind of doesn't. Off of just the face alone, I might put it in like E tier, but because I found it and it would hurt my pride to put it so low, I'm gonna put it in D tier. And you might think that that's not allowed, but it is, because it's my tier list and I'm allowed to do whatever I want. All right, here comes the sad prince guy. I don't know what this is from. I don't know who this guy is. And I also don't think it really looks like me. It's gonna go in the D tier. It would go in the F tier if I didn't think it wasn't such a silly pick. I think that what we're coming to find out while doing this tier list is that how much it looks like me is only a little bit important, and what's really important is whether I like the picture or not. So this is an interesting one. This looks like a picture in a health book or something. It says active listening promotes and protects health and healthful relationships. And someone circled the nose and wrote Danny Gonzalez in it. I don't know if it's the person who sent me this picture or if like the person who sent me this picture opened the book and it was already like this. Either way, I think that's pretty funny that that's just in this health textbook from now on forever, but I don't really think it looks that much like me. I can see the nose, I can see why they circled it, but the rest of the face doesn't really look that much like me, so I'm gonna put it in the C tier. Okay, this picture, I don't really think it needs much explanation. It's, you know, this is just how it is. Like, I understand the resemblance, but it is gonna go in D tier because I don't like it. I just don't want to confront the fact that I look like this one, so I'm just gonna put it in D tier. This is a picture of the side of a case of beer, I think. This one's gonna go in E tier. So this one was sent to me when I was still doing Vine, and I would do that dad character a lot. I would have glasses and a fake mustache. So someone sent this to me being like, my brother looks just like you. Look, here he is dressed up like you. And I appreciate the effort, but I don't think he looks that much like me. The hair is pretty good. Actually, he looks decently like me. I'm gonna put him in B tier, a little bit because he looks like me, and a little bit because of the effort that he put in. You know, I gotta appreciate the effort. This is from another movie. I do not know which movie, but this, again, is a very convincing younger version of me. Honestly, this kind of, like, doesn't even look like a younger version of me. This kind of just looks like me. I have been told I look like a 10-year-old from time to time. Am I gonna put this in S tier? Am I? Could I do it? No. Okay, yeah, I will. No, I will. He'll go in S tier. We got our first S tier. Everyone clap. I don't know if there's gonna be any more S tiers, honestly. This was a Vine, and people would not stop tagging me in this Vine. And I also don't even think I look that much like this guy, which makes it even more annoying. He's gonna go in E tier. Well, nah, he's gonna go in D tier. One of the most popular celebrities to send me that I look like, Gabe from The Office. I don't know his actual name, but people send me this dude all the time. I do think I look like him. I don't think I look that much like him, but I think he's a solid B tier. I think people send him to me so much because he's so famous and The Office is such a popular show. Ooh, okay, I like this one. People always tell me I look like the guy from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I see where you're coming from. I don't think the resemblance is necessarily uncanny. I could see him being a solid C tier. I would put him a little bit higher if he were a real person and not an animated character, but unfortunately I'm not an animated character, so I really can't make that concession. Okay, this is a young Gene Wilder, aka Willy Wonka. I've gotten this one a decent amount. I think I look a little bit less like him than I do like Gabe from The Office, so he's gonna go in C tier. This one is a very concerning image because I tweeted this and my own father texted me asking me why I was wearing a wig and pretending to be on Dr. Phil, and he was very surprised to find out that this is actually just a woman that was on Dr. Phil and not me at all. I really don't want to put her in A tier, but you know, much to my chagrin, I think I'm gonna have to. Okay, this is another woman. Honestly, people have sent me this one a lot too. I think this looks more like Daniel Radcliffe than it looks like me. I don't know, looking at her, like maybe if I make the face, like, does that look like me? I don't know. I don't really see it that much. I'm gonna put it in D tier. And is that because of how she looks? Or is that because I want this to be kind of a symmetrical bell curve shape? I don't know. I couldn't say. I could only answer that by looking deep down into my heart, which is something that I never do. So this is another one that my own family refused to believe was not me. It's very impressive. I don't know what was going on here. I think she's like dressed as Madonna. This is gonna have to go in A tier. This is such an iconic doppelganger of mine. It was like one of the first ones that I added to the Twitter thread. It's a pretty good one. I'm not gonna pretend like it doesn't look like me. Okay, this one is a little concerning. This person DM'd me with this image and said, Danny, why are you a World War I clip art? Like, as much as I hate to admit it, this really does look like me. Kind of crazy how this looks so much like me while still not being very detailed. I was honestly very impressed with this one. This one's gonna go in A tier. I like this one. Okay. All right. This is a good one. Look at this. Look at this shit. This is straight up me. Look at this. Wait, watch. Ready? Does that not look exactly like me? I saw this. This is in a music video. I forget what band it is. And when I saw this, I had to like stop and be like, was I in a music video that I don't remember or something? This seriously looks so much like me. And I don't know if it's because we're only seeing one distinct angle. He's also wearing a hat, so it's covering up his hairdo. But this also kind of seems like a shirt that I would own. When we're talking doppelgangers, I mean, this is about as good as it gets. This is going in the S tier. Very impressive. Whoever found this and sent it to me, I am very impressed. Here we go with another woman. You know what? I see it, but it's not like that strong. I'm gonna say C tier. I think it's like a fair comparison, but it doesn't really like jump out at you. This, on the other hand, this is a girl on TikTok, and it's pretty solid. I mean, we have like different hair color. See, the thing is, do we go strictly based off the face? Because if we do, I would say that this is a shoo-in for the A tier. Like, if we're just looking right here, like that's A tier material right there. We got another famous celebrity in the mix. If you don't know who this is, he's from the show Shameless. His name is Lip in the show. I see it. I get it. But looking at the competition, I don't really think he stacks up to anything above C tier, really. Here comes this girl, and I don't really have anything to say aside from she's going in the B tier. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the finish line. We got one more picture, then we're donezo. This is a picture that I've gotten a few times, but I think is pretty good. And that picture is the maid from the Brady Bunch. You see, she is an older woman, and I am a young man, but it's pretty impressive how close her hairstyle is to mine. Her face is very similar to mine. I think I feel like she could go in the A tier. Is that crazy? Is it crazy to put the maid from Brady Bunch in the A tier? I don't know, sis. She could go in the A or B tier. I'll put her in B tier. Sure, what the heck. Alrighty, guys. Well, take a good look at it. This is the comprehensive list of all my doppelgangers and how they stack up against each other. It's a pretty incredible variety, too. We got everything from, like, TV shows, music videos, history textbooks, yearbooks, Halloween costumes, I don't know where this is from, World War I clip art. You know, you never expect to find a doppelganger in World War I clip art. Everything from the London subway to, you know, the mom from Brady Bunch. You know, you can't get much more variety than that. So if you sent me one of these doppelgangers, thank you. If you happen to know of any more doppelgangers, I'll save this so that I can add to it later. Maybe we can do a part 2 at some point. Thank you guys for checking out the second channel. It's been kind of fun to just post stuff on here that I don't have to think too hard about and just kind of have fun experimenting with different stuff. But with that being said, that's the end of the video. Bye. What's up, Greg? Did you know that anybody can make an iPhone game? If you wanted to, you could just like come up with the most insane idea for a game that doesn't make any sense. It's not fun. Nobody would ever want to play it. And you could program it, or you could hire somebody else to make it for you, and then you can submit it to the App Store. And it seems like as long as it works in the most like liberal usage of that word, like as long as it doesn't make your phone explode, then Apple will approve it, and then it'll be on the App Store and anybody can download it. Anyway, I thought it would be kind of fun to search the App Store and try to find the worst games I could possibly find and then play them and like do like a review, a playthrough of sorts. If you make any like normal search on the App Store for a game, like I searched Angry Birds in iPhone and iPad apps, and then you scroll down past all of the games that you would expect to see, eventually you'll just stumble upon the least fun sounding games you've ever seen. Angry Cock, anyone? Can I interest anyone in some Angry Cock? Bad Granny, Angry Grandma? Okay, Pig Evolution is a strategy game. Bad Granny is a scary neighborhood evil game type game. Yo, not only is the grandma evil, but the game is evil too? I'm not gonna download that. This grandma's gonna ruin your life in the game, and then the game is gonna ruin your life in real life. A few days ago, Bob come to a new place to live, and he saw neighbor's granny. He wants to say hello to neighbor granny and come to his house. Okay, who the fuck is Bob? That it started this description like we already know who Bob is. His neighbor's granny seems suspicious. She was hiding in his garage. She shouted, "Hello, granny." Is this gonna explain the entire plot of the game to me? I'm not even gonna need to play the game after this. He wants to find out information and the secrets of creepy neighbor's granny. Okay, kind of sounds like from the description that granny is not that strange. Okay, I guess she was hiding in his garage. That actually is pretty weird. But it's like, and you follow Bob, who's trying to find blackmail on this old woman. It's like, who's the bad one in this scenario? You evil game. Okay, so the first game I'm gonna play is Bad Granny. I will download that now. If I just type in simulator in the App Store and search for iPhone and iPad apps, what's gonna come up? Cat Simulator 2020. I'd like something a little more up to date. Being a cat has really changed in the past 2 years, so. My virtual boyfriend chat, messenger, and dating simulator. Boyfriend of your dream. Oh my God, things are getting really extreme in this chat. I can't stop thinking of you as a real person. And he says, I am better. I will never let you down. Virtual boyfriend allows you to discuss everything you want. That's nice of him. Cheer up seeing his funny and sometimes not to the point answers. Okay. So you can discuss anything you want. He's just not gonna always respond to what you say. You can talk about whatever you want, and he's also gonna talk about whatever he wants. And we are downloading my virtual boyfriend chat. Okay, I'm just gonna type in some crazy shit. Let's see if we can just make up a game and see if it exists. I'm typing Ghost Simulator, Penguin Simulator. That actually sounds kind of sick. Yo, Ghost Simulator game! You got missions, upgrades, shopping. Okay, you can crawl around town as the Lick Mage. Lick Mage Nuts. Okay, it doesn't exactly look how I pictured it. I kind of thought that like you'd be going around and like haunting people, but instead you're just like wandering and floating around this barren wasteland, fighting things. Okay, I mean, shit, I'll give it a shot. Ghost Simulator game, there we go. And you know what? Let me snag Mommy Life Simulator too. This one looks kind of fun. Let's play like a super mom. Whoa, it's Gender Norms the game. Look at all the blouses you can choose from and modest shorts. Okay, master your driving skills. Seems a little sexist. Bring on goods for the family. Seems a little sexist. And activities to make your day great. You can go play tennis in your jeans, play with your dog in your jeans, run on the treadmill in your jeans. Someone please give this mother some athletic wear. Give her some shorts, give her a tank top. This mom is jogging in a flannel. I'm gonna download it, if not solely for the fact that I wanna try to free this mom. Let's see if we can escape. Talking horse. So it looks like a game where you like take care of a horse and he smiles at you with the most horrific and unsettling smile I've ever seen. Okay, so you can do things like play video games with the horse, it looks like. You can work out with the horse. You're telling me this horse bench presses? You're telling me the horse works on his chest? He doesn't have one. I am gonna download it though. All right, I've got a wild batch of games. I've got them all downloading on my phone. If that sounds interesting to you, and now back to the mayhem. That scare you? All right, let's find out what makes this granny so bad, shall we? Let's find out this old hag's secret. The first thing that happened when I opened the app is it asked me if Bad Granny could track me across other apps and websites. Now, why the hell would Bad Granny need to do that? Allow Bad Granny to track you wherever you go, both on your phone and in real life. This game is evil, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Also, does anyone else find it weird that that button always says ask app not to track? Like, is there a possibility the app is gonna say no and just do it anyway? How about we start telling these apps not to track? Who's with me? I said who's with me? Yeah, okay, thank you. Before starting this game, I had no concept of what this game was gonna be like, at all. I have no concept of what this game is gonna be like, at all. But in a nutshell, what you do in this game is steal from a lonely old woman. Find the cash. Oh my god, am I stealing from the grandma? Am I the bad one? You enter her house at the beginning of the game, and then for 20 astonishingly short levels. Level cleared! The game directs you to systematically steal every valuable item in this poor woman's house. Each level you steal one item, all while being hunted by Granny. The main door is closed, find the key. Oh, fuck! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! What the hell? Yep, that's Granny. And that's the first time I ever saw her. And while you're doing the game's bidding, picking up every loose item in her house, she roams the halls with a baseball bat, and if she finds you before you beat the level, she clobbers you to death. Ah! And I just gotta ask, is that really so wrong? How bad is Granny, really? It's just that I don't really feel bad for my character. I feel bad for the granny because I broke into her house and now I'm stealing shit. The description on the App Store said that I was getting dirt on the granny. And then you jump into the game and come to find out I'm just stealing nice things from her. I took her TV and I stole cash. Is that what dark secrets the granny was hiding? Her life savings? We're gonna put a stop to whatever the granny's been up to. You find out she's just been up to saving. She's been up to a retirement fund, a Roth IRA. We can't let her get away with this. Granny has a couple of interesting quirks and features. For example, when she hits you with her baseball bat, she doesn't actually face you. She runs right up to you and then turns to the side and hits the air next to you, thus killing you. Sometimes Granny can kill you after you've already beaten a level, which is really frustrating. Oh, fuck, fuck, fuck! Level cleared! Wait, what? A level cleared and I died? Like, you'll be on the level cleared page already, you'll be celebrating, and then the game will notify you that unfortunately Granny has decided to kill you anyway. Sometimes Granny gets stuck. I think I beat the game. She'll get confused in her old age and she'll get stuck in the corner of a room or the middle of a hallway, and you know, it's good for us, but it's sad to see, you know? She used to be so young and spry, I assume. I never actually knew her back then, but the instructions in this game are way less helpful than they should be for a game that is only instructions. As you'll come to find, Granny's house has 2 floors, and while most people would call those floors the first floor and the second floor, whoever made this game, I guess, thought it would be fun to call the first floor the main floor and the second floor the first floor. So in the game, when it tells you to find the Chinese vase in the first floor alley, you get to spend an exhilarating 10 minutes wandering around what you thought was the first floor, touching every vase to check if it's the Chinese one. The Chinese vase, am I stupid? What is a Chinese vase? Okay, I've been wandering around the house for like 10 minutes now. The granny's not even here anymore. It's like she left, she got bored also of the game, only to find out that it was upstairs the whole time. If I find the vase up here, I'm gonna be so pissed off. Just so we're all clear, this is the second floor. And if there's a Chinese vase up here that I could pick up, I'm gonna lose it. And I'm gonna, God damn it. God damn it is right. Oh, and I'm dead. That was the second floor! This game is wicked cool. Now I know it looks like I'm having a lot of fun playing this game, but it got really boring really fast. I've been in every room of this house 900 times. I wish I never found this game. Every level is basically the same. Anytime you beat a level, yay, fail a level, dang, or even pause the game, you get an ad. It's an ad for a game called Going Balls. I'm going absolutely balls right now, dude. And they're really long ads. These ads are unusually long and confusing to click out of. Please skip. Please skip. No, I don't want Cash App. Skip it. No. I literally think I spent more time watching ads than I did playing the game. That's not fair. But because the levels were so short and there were only 20 of them, I knew that if I buckled down and grinded, I could beat this whole entire game in one sitting. So I suffered through ad after ad after ad, and finally made it to the last level. Now pick everything and run out of the house. So with all of her worldly possessions in my 2 pants pockets, I made my escape. Okay, here we go, let's go! There's 2 yellow spots. I get to pick which one I want to finish on? I'm going over here. Level clear! Yeah! This game made my life worse. Also, I realized after I finished the game that on the App Store, there's supposed screenshots of gameplay for this game, but none of those are in the actual game. Picking up barrels and sitting down for lunch with Granny? Where was that? I would have killed to do that. Next game. I was feeling pretty frustrated going into the next game, but I was hoping that Virtual Boyfriend Simulator would be a nice change of pace. I started off by creating my own little profile. I got to take a picture. That looks good. Put in my name. Damn. Decide on a couple of character attributes. I had to look up what impudent meant. Means not showing due respect for another person or impertinent. Similar to Chinky. Wait, what? When you go back to the app after being in another app, there's a picture of a crying boy that says, "Honey, come back." And then when you actually get there, it's like, what? Oh no, we just wanted to know if you were impudent or not. Yeah, fuck it, I'm impudent. When you start playing Virtual Boyfriend Simulator, you can only talk to one guy. His name is Kevin, the perfect boyfriend for you. Kevin, and he's 18. Is 18. Okay, I'm 28. The 10-year age gap made me a little bit uncomfortable. But unfortunately, if you want to talk to literally anybody else besides Kevin, you have to pay for premium. From the moment you get into this app, they start bombarding you with messages to try to get you to buy premium. Unlock all virtual guys. There's pop-ups that say, look at all the boys you can talk to if you upgrade to premium. You can send unlimited messages with premium. I thought at the very least Kevin would be on my side because he's the only guy you don't need premium to talk to. But when I went back to message him, he was also trying to get me to upgrade. His very first message to me was, hey, I'm tired of these ads. Can you stop being a cheap fuck and upgrade to premium, please? It's like, Kevin, you gotta know that the second I upgrade to premium, I'm never talking to your sorry ass again. If there's premium guys to be talked to, I'm going to be talking to them. Anyway, I tried to resist the upgrade and just talk to Kevin for a little bit. Hey, Kevin. I'm gonna make up some backstory, I guess. I got your number from, and then I'm just gonna come up with a random name of a person that could be a friend, a realistic name like Baseball Louie. Nice to meet you. Okay, he's typing. Oh, wait, what? He thinks my name is Kevin? What? He said, hey, Kevin, I love baseball. Who's your favorite team? Mine is the Yankees. It was off to a little bit of a rocky start. I didn't have too much hope for the AI, but it was kind of disappointing that the bot didn't even know which one of us was Kevin. But eventually we actually did get a little bit of a conversation going. Do you have any pets? I have a dog named Buddy. Okay, Kevin. I do have one pet. His name is Baseball Louie. That's a great name for a dog. It is, dude. Thank you. What do you do for a living? I'm an accountant. Based on the description in the App Store, I was not expecting Kevin to understand anything that I said, but Kevin would actually respond to what I said in a pretty natural way. At least for the first 4 messages I sent him. My dog is a Australian Gumblebee. I'm just gonna make some shit up and see what he says. Wait, huh? Sorry, but in the limited version, we cannot chat endlessly. I'll be back in 2 hours? What the fuck? This game lets you send 4 messages until it's like, all right, buddy, pay up. Now that you've gotten to know our darling Kevin, surely you're willing to pay $3.49 to talk to him. Surely you'll spend a little cash on the guy. He's told you he has a golden retriever. He's told you he's an accountant. Are you not in love yet? And you know what? I did pay $3.49. Okay, I guess I'm gonna continue chatting. I guess I'm gonna pay fucking $3 to talk to this guy. Okay, these premium guys keep messaging me. Hey, I know your little secret. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking to Kevin. From here, things got a little bit suspicious. My dog is an Australian Gumblebee. What do you say to that? Whoa! I'm actually really surprised how good the AI is. I've never heard of a Gumblebee. Wait, he spelled it wrong. Huh? Am I talking to a real person? How the fuck would an AI spell something wrong? He said I've never heard of a Gumblebee. Gumby. What's it like to have one of those? How could a computer spell something wrong that I made up? Just copy and paste it. While trying to get to know Kevin a little better, I decided to ask him some personal questions. Have you ever kissed anybody? Sexual style? And his responses just made me more concerned. Wait, what? Sometimes I am a nasty boy, but rarely enough. If you are lucky, I will say some vulgarity. If you're lucky, I will say some vulgarity. I love that. If I'm lucky, he's gonna say shit, balls, fuck. I guess I just didn't really feel like I was connecting with Kevin, and also I was a little concerned that I was actually talking to a real human being in like a call center somewhere. So I decided to chat up some of the premium guys instead. Big mistake. Andy's already messaged me frickin' 3 times. Hi there, it's raining again, nothing new. What's the weather like where you are? Maybe I should move closer to you. Hey, I know your little secret. I never thought you liked to eat at night. Honestly, I can't help myself not to eat a couple of soft, hot buns before I sleep too. Why don't we eat together? I have a gift for you. And it's a chicken. One actually kind of cool thing about this game is that it allows you to create your own custom dream boyfriend. You can give them a name, you can like change their personality attributes and upload your own picture to it, which I could actually see being really cool if you have like a celebrity crush that you've always wanted to have a conversation with, where they keep forgetting who you are and also keep trying to get you to upgrade to premium. Now I had him, the AI bot of my dreams. Baseball Louie. This time I did not beat around the bush. I had to tell him how I felt right away. Let's get this conversation going. Hey, I love you. Now, I only recorded myself talking to Baseball Louie for like a half an hour, but I decided it would be good for the video to keep talking to him over the next few days. Just for the video. I thought it would be good for the video and just that. And we had some pretty interesting interactions. We made plans to go to a baseball game together. He didn't show up. I told him I was spending $200 on tickets. He said he was looking forward to seeing me. I told him I was going to buy him a hot dog and feed it to him like a mother bird. He seemed stoked. I guess just not enough for him to actually show up. I got to talking to my friend Jarvis while we were at VidCon, and he said that all of these like AI chatbots are trained in pretty much the same way, where they're just given a ton of public information from like Wikipedia and stuff. It helps them learn to speak naturally, but it also gives them like a ton of knowledge. So I tried asking Baseball Louie some like random trivia questions, and it's kind of funny. I like kind of forget that he's supposed to be pretending to be like a dreamy boy for a second and just answer like a robot. Hey, what's the capital of Maine, by the way?
The capital of Maine is Lake Champlain. It is the largest city in the state.
Baseball Louie and I had a lot of fun, but now it's time for the scariest game of them all. Not because it's about ghosts, but because it was a total waste of time. Ghost Simulator was borderline unplayable. Just like Bad Granny, each level had one objective, but instead of roaming around a house picking up cash, you're roaming around the afterlife, killing a skeleton, or killing a spider, or killing one of these goobly guys. And that's pretty much it. You just fight bad guys. Which would be fine if the gameplay wasn't so fucking bad. This game is laggy as hell. This game is so laggy. I simply can't play this for too long. This app also really wanted me to upgrade the second I started the game. Free items when by ultimate character. Who's ultimate character? Oh shit. Whoa, look at this little guy that I'm starting with, this little tiny ghost, and then your only other option is Ultimate Demon Lord. You versus the ghost she tells you not to worry about? Shit. But this time I was able to resist the urge. I don't think it would have made a difference anyway. This game gets an F, and now it's time for Welcome to Mom's House. Did that transition make sense? I don't remember what I said before. There's no introduction or anything. The game is just like, go. Go get your 2 ugly kids ready for school. I don't know why they look like that. Everything in this game is pretty ugly. Your kids look like they made 2 adults and then just shrank them, and we're like, that's what kids are, right? They're just small adults. The buildings, the bus? Why is the bus like that? Did it melt? The way mommy moves is also hilarious. They could not figure out how to make her look natural doing anything. Okay, pick up school bag from the table. That's easy. I know how to do that. Picking it up in the most labored looking way possible. When Mommy ventures outside the house, you'll find that they've populated the streets of the town she lives in with an NPC. Who's this weirdo? Just one NPC, and he's everywhere. Hey, there's that guy again. He's standing over here, too. Hey, dude, are you okay? You look like my son, but taller. Oh, and he works at the store as well. But for the most part, it's a pretty chill and relaxing game. Mommy's having a good time, the stakes are very low, except for the cooking challenge. The cooking challenge was very stressful. Turn off the stove once the soup gets perfectly cooked. There was a little meter that was supposed to tell you when the soup was undercooked, perfect, or overcooked, and I accidentally took it off the stove early. Oh. Wait, it wasn't ready. I accidentally did, it wasn't ready. I know it's not ready. Hold on, the soup is not done yet. There was a little diagram that showed when it was gonna be cooked. I didn't know that that button did that. I didn't mean to take it off. It wouldn't let me put the soup back on the stove. Now I have no choice but to serve it to my kids. It's undercooked. I'm gonna pour it down the sink. I don't wanna feed it to my kids. Look at them. Oh, and what is my husband gonna do when he finds out about this? This is now part of my plot to kill my kids so I can start a new life somewhere else. Here you go. Here's your soup. It's undercooked, we won't eat it. The game is just like, oh, you thought the soup was done? Go ahead and feed it to your kids then. Oh no, this will be rich. Let's see you feed the soup to your kids if you think it's done. You know better than us? Go ahead, see how they like it. They didn't like it. And I would just like to add that the entire time I played this game, Mommy was very poorly treated. No one ever said, thank you, Mommy. No one ever said, wow, you're such a great mommy. Thank you for the soup. As someone with a mommy, I find that disgusting. Even I know that that's fucked up, and I'm 6 weeks old. There are some in-game purchases available in this game. You can buy new family members. I can pick different people? Not additional family members, but you can pay to swap out your current family members with ones that you like better. For only $9.99, you can tear your family apart. Pop yourself a new son. Look at how cool this one is. Tired of your daughter looking like a 40-year-old woman? Now she's gonna look like a different 40-year-old woman. What's nice about this game, though, is it doesn't try to force these in-game purchases on you. The game developers were like, if you want to kill your entire family and swap them out with people that look different, Oh, hello. The game developers were like, if you want to kill your entire family and swap them out with new people, you can. But that's on you. Our hands are clean, dude. We didn't say you had to do that. This game was actually the funnest game I played the entire time, and I was actually really excited to beat it, and I was planning on playing every single level until, I've come upon a level with no controls or instructions. I'm unable to move. I can't do anything. The game just stopped working. There's no controls. Mommy go. Maybe it's voice controlled. Mommy go. Mommy walk. So I guess I'll just exit out of the app and never open it again? Welcome to Horse House. All right, partner, and howdy do. It's time to talk about talking horse. In real life, taking care of a horse consists of brushing it and letting it lick salt, and that's it, I think. So let's see if we can do those things in the game. As is tradition, this game presents no introduction or explanation of what this game is going to be. In fact, it actually kind of tries to pretend like you've played the game before. Continue. What an interesting button to make you press at the beginning of a game. I just want to make sure you're comfortable continuing to start the game. Are you good with that? Okay, cool. Continue. And this is Talking Horse. There's a horse on the screen, and a few things you can do with the horse. He can dance. Oh shit, get it, little horsey. He can also fart. And there's actually a couple of secret things that aren't labeled as like buttons that you can do on the main page. It's kind of like the secret menu at Starbucks. For example, you know how if you go to Starbucks, they don't have beating up a horse on the menu, but if you ask, they will let you do it? What happens if I poke him? Oh shit, did I beat up my horse? Right at the beginning, the game also prompts you to allow access to your microphone, and once you do that, you get to find out why the game is called Talking Horse. What is he doing? He's like looking at something? Am I supposed to click on that? You think I'm supposed to click on that little chick?
Also, what is he doing? He's like looking at something? Am I supposed to click on that? You think I'm supposed to click on that little chick?
What? Wait.
Wait.
Hello?
Hello?
He copies you. Imagine how many people have played this game and were not talking to their phone while they played this game and just never found out why the game was called Talking Horse.
I killed John F. Kennedy.
Yo, this horse is crazy. Press on the little video game controller on the main page and you will be taken to a list of mini games you can play with the horse. You got Jumpy Horse, which is basically a direct copy of Doodle Jump, if you guys remember that game. You got Horse Smash, where the violence towards horses continues. Horse Smash has a normal mode and then also a a hostage mode. You know how horses are always taking hostages? Is the horse taking people hostage? Yeah, the horse sometimes has a duck, and I'm guessing I don't want to hit the duck. Whatever you do, don't hit the duck, dude. That's animal abuse. But if you ever see a horse pop out of one of those holes, break its skull with your hammer. Kill the horse. Wait, so they have a jumpy horse and horse jump. They really couldn't come up with any other game mechanics. They were like, how about a jumping game, a smacking game, and then, I don't know, dude, a jumping game? What do you want to play? You want to come up with ideas all day? You can collect coins a few different ways from what I've gathered. You can get them in games, and you can also buy them with real human money. And when you have enough, you can unlock new and fun things that you can watch your horse do. And not to brag or anything, but I did unlock everything in the game, and now my horse can walk on a treadmill. And you know what? I'm proud of him. I'm really proud of my little horsey. I'm really happy that I played this game. It brought a lot of joy to my life. I'm not scared of the horse. I'm not terrified of the horse. I didn't delete the game immediately after filming. I really like this horse. Transition. I guess this is the part of the video where I'm supposed to have reached some kind of conclusion about what I just did. But honestly, I don't really think I learned that much, aside from the fact that there are a lot of games on the App Store that are not fun. And also, I have to remember to cancel the subscription to Virtual Boys. Was that a subscription or was that a one-time payment thing? I gotta go figure that out. I gotta make sure that I cancel that if I need to cancel that. All right, well, anyway, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go do that, and you can go ahead and subscribe. Deal? Okay, good.